Hello guys, welcome back to another Steel Division replay cast. This time it's me playing in the second round of the Herr Steel Division tournament against Gonzo. I'm playing with the French. He plays as Windhund. He chooses the map. I choose the factions, he chooses the map, and yeah. And the bans were something like I banned Second Panzer and oh god, I'm not sure what the second division was. This time it's only 2 division bans, not like in the Steel Division League where it's 3. But I can't remember the second division I banned. And he banned 4th Armored and I think 2nd Infantry. So I'm quite surprised that he chose Windhund. But I think in Windhund works quite well in 1 versus 1. But it wouldn't be the division of my choice, but I see quite a lot of guys liking that division. Also, what I really like for this tournament, it's a tournament with a map veto. You can veto, each of the players can veto 1 map. So yeah, I vetoed KPK Duelist because I'm sick of this map, but it gets played so often, although it's a worst map, and I think he banned Mount or Mel. So yeah. But let's hop into the game. By the way, Gonzo, I never played against him, but I think he's very experienced, has quite a lot of games. So yeah, but let's see the deployment. By the way, I think I'll in this Herr tournament I just keep it that way with the replay cast, because you know, I think I play the league divisions, the league games live, but for this I quite enjoy the replay cast. It's a different format, and yeah, actually in this tournament there's money on the line, so yeah, maybe I can concentrate a little bit better. It's also a knockout tournament, so in the league format you can lose games, but here it's maybe better when I can concentrate a bit more. So yeah, let's have a look at the deployment. I choose that scout going into that little famous bush there. Then I have 50 cal leader and AT gun for that spot. Just a recon here, another 50 cal in that building, and yeah, my main force consisting of 2 voltigeurs, a Stuart and 2 bazooka guys going for the town. And on the flank I have a greyhound. Huh. Actually that spot isn't the best. Maybe I should have deployed him on this road. It's been a while since I played Conquest. Looking at my opponent, he is playing very defensively here in the town. Just has a AT gun, 1 Panzer Grenadier squad, and then he wants to go with a half trick on that side, and yeah, he's going heavily on the field, which I neglected at the start, and he even brings out a Storch. So yeah, let's see how it goes. I think he catches me off guard here. I was quite surprised to see the Storch, because that's usually not something you see in every game. Yeah. He buys the mortar, so he spotted the AT gun. And I think at this point I save for M10 and Spitfire, just to get rid of the Storch, because yeah, I just don't want to. This thing can go on from forever if you don't deal with it, so just deal with it, shoot it down. I know he has elite fighters as well with Windhund, which you have to be very careful. off. And yeah, as you can see, he's fire positioning the spot where the ET gun is. Very smart of him. And I have to put it back. In the town, not much is going on, but I don't have the greatest force to push here with. Also the Greyhound, I want to just keep him there. Don't expose him to possible ET guns that are waiting there. And this is where I buy the Spitfire. That actually the Spitfire does the job in one pass, which is very nice. I kind of thought about getting the Stuart over there for support, but then I figured, well, maybe keep him here. He's my only leader unit, and try to make some ground here, or get into a better position here, and then still deal with everything which is here. So strafing that AT gun, I get a shot off with my vetted AT gun, and actually I'm quite happy that I made this decision to put cheap AT guns in my deck again, because then you can just utilize this cover here. Also, I didn't want to deploy like units in this area from the start, because I figured like there's a possibility that he just tries to be aggressive here, and if they are like isolated on this flank, then there's a big chance that they just get wiped out. And here is a little bit more link up between my sides. As I said, I thought about moving the Stuart there to help these guys out, but then yeah, I made the decision to push here because there was not much there. And as you can see, Gonzo's leading. The mortar is harassing me, so I have to put this AT gun a little bit back. Well, it's not in that kind of obvious spot, but he still has a good fire lane. And yeah, and then I buy my M10, which should be able to deal with that. I wasn't too sure. I think the 50 cal took out the half-track, which is quite nice. I wasn't too sure if I killed the Pak 38. I think, yeah, I stopped it, went back. He got a shot off, so that could have gone horribly wrong. But yeah, it's not too likely. The M10, that's a good thing about the M10 compared to the Hellcat, is that he has quite a lot of front armor. It's like a Panzer IV basically with the front armor. You can argue maybe that it's a bit too much, but yeah, the Pak 38 will bounce quite a lot against the M10. So I like these vehicles quite a lot. I'm buying now a Stuart and an M10 for the middle, just to have this crossfire action going on. And he's now pushing in aggressively with mortar and his tanks. And yeah, and he has a Panzer III now on this flank, so I can't really do too much. I think I put my guys behind the orchard, and that's it. Can't do too much in phase A against that. But yeah, still I have to deal with this. This is obviously the spot where the action goes on. And here I can't spot now the AT gun. Can try to snipe it with the M10. I bail out that half track, put my guy immediately back, and yeah, pin down his spotter. I take out the AT gun, and he tried to smoke me off, which was smart, but a little bit too late. And yeah, like I said, I think I lost the Stuart here. I'm not sure. Yeah, I think I lost the Stuart against the AT gun, the only AT gun, and I ran into it. So yeah, but happens. I sniped that thing. Well, that was quite huge. Because that's like 1 minute, almost 1 minute of his income. There's, or well, that 35 and the half track costs 20, so 55 points. So that's quite huge. Now I got M10 plus Stuart working there. There are quite some obstacles in the way here, so sometimes you can't really get into a good position. Like, yes, you never know sometimes what counts as cover. Like this bush isn't an obstacle, but this is. So it's quite funny sometimes. He utilizes smoke a lot, which I like. Good play of him. It's a little bit maybe too deep into my tanks. Maybe smoke here would have been a little bit better, because I can just make that little gap there and get a shot off. And yeah, the M10 is quite accurate this time. He closes the distance here with the Panzer III. And I wanted to get the crossfire action going and also suppress him with the Spitfire. He uses this Panzerwerfer now to suppress all my stuff. Luckily, Stuart is quite a bit out of that splash radius. And the ET gun, I still had the ET gun. Does it get a shot off? Yeah, but it misses. He gets also another ET gun. And this is like a tight battle with the distances. Always at the edge, basically. And yeah, I'm quite surprised with the smoke play. That's usually something you don't see too often. But I think he's pretty experienced with the Windhund division. I got falling back on the AT gun and tried to rush in my half track. Also rush in this half track to capture these Panzergrenadier, the V2 Panzergrenadier. Always nice to capture them without a fight. And yeah, I buy a leader now for the town. Just, I mean, I saw him buying the Panzerwerfer, and yeah, it's always nice to have a leader around so your units doesn't get captured like this Panzergrenadier guy. And there you go, M10 takes out the already damaged Panzer III, which is huge. I see the Marder 3 and get back my half track. No point in losing 50 cal half track. It's quite valuable on veteran C2 level. And yeah, now yeah, I obviously want to exploit this, taking out the Panzer III, and he only has that Marder there left. So I buy the Spitfire bomber and get my units ready to ambush the Marder. These Marders are quite vulnerable to air attacks. Takes out that 50 cal that was not really well positioned by me. And yeah, I think now it's about line of sight. I think sometimes I lost line of sight there. Yeah, like here. So I don't have my spotters around. Do I move them up eventually? I think. I didn't see the Pak 40, so the Pak 40 is of course dangerous. It's quite possible that it can just take me out, just like that, with the Pak 40. And yeah, I buy this big bomber here, and I don't know how that happened, but I did huge suppression on that Pak 40, which shouldn't be that easy, but yeah, somehow I suppressed it. And yeah, this thing's just one shots one-shots Pak 40s easily, or any T-gun, I think. There you go, he lost another Panzer Grenadier squad there, for free basically, with the AT gun. And yeah, these Panzerwerfers are deadly. I think in one game I mentioned that is quite potent strategy, using the Panzerwerfer for suppression and then rushing the position. It's basically you can use bombers for that job, but you can also use Panzerwerfer. That's how I play, for example, 12th SS. I make full effect out of the Panzerwerfer and don't use any air at all. But 12th SS is a difficult division to play in auto match or ranked, because you don't really know what map comes, and there's some maps that are just very bad for 12th SS. So I think Windhund is actually a little bit more versatile in auto match. Yeah, but at this point I was very happy. Built up my presence around these tree lines here. It's always good to have like a little bit of cover where you can fall behind. And yeah, let's get in the Jagdpanzer 4 now. And I haven't killed this Marder 3, so yeah, that Jagdpanzer 4 will dominate against almost any tank I can buy. The best tank I can have for the job is Sherman 76, and the Jagdpanzer 4 is able to deal with it. It's just the thing though is that the Jagdpanzer 4 is 0 wetted, so it misses a lot. But for example, in 12th SS, Jagdpanzer 4 is just so good in that division on Bed 2. And there you go, taking out that Marder with the Spitfire. Nothing happens here. Yeah, I bought the Sherman to deal with that Panzer and then get possibly more ground. Just never give him a foothold. And there you go. Actually bounced the first shot. And there you see how potent these elite fighters are. In one pass, taking out the Spitfire, gets quite a bit suppressed by the Bofors, which I exactly bought for that case here, and still manages to make that Spitfire retreat before it can drop the bomb on the Jagdpanzer. So yeah, now I have to go back. There's I can't stop the Jagdpanzer 4. No way. Have to keep an eye on this Sherman here. Yeah, I think I get the AT gun in position to kill that Panzerwerfer. But he is of course in dire straits. He needs to resupply his Panzerwerfer, and he also need to maybe get AA to cover against these bombing runs I do. I mean, his fighter got out, but was hurt, so maybe needs quite a while to be repaired. And yeah, still got guys in great positions here. Obviously don't want the Spy to get oh, there you go. There's now the engagement here. And that was, yeah, he actually moved it towards that and I didn't realize it. And it took out the Greyhound, so I could have reacted better. Now I got the Sherman in position, and that is the battle the Sherman should usually win, but the Panzer III is also in a dangerous position, quite close, but I win this battle, and now this opens up that sector there. He's now trying to push in his troops, but yeah, I still got that AT gun here. Just waiting for, I think I wait now for more bombers. Buying that Opel Blitz, munition truck. And there you go. That Jagdpanzer 4 can quite is very potent on these open fields and dominate. And yeah, I take out that thing. I aborted the Jagdpanzer 4 strafing run because I wanted to get this, but I think then I end up still dropping the bombs. And yeah, that's basically all she wrote. Getting now the Sherman 76, fast move him in, get the M10, and there you go, there's a surrender. And yeah, first game in the back against Gonzo. Let's have a look at his profile. He hasn't played ranked, but he has a lot of multiplayer games. Actually, I think he has almost the same amount. Yeah, he has more multiplayer games than me. Obviously, I have quite a lot of ranked games. And yeah, very happy with that. Let's go through the kill list. I mean, yeah, that M10, very nice. That bomber here is very potent. Taking out these Pak 40s and Panzerwerfers in one go has very good bombing load. I mean, it's not like as versatile as this Thunderbolt bomber, but it's very nice, these heavy bombers. Losses, yeah. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I hope to see you guys for the second or third game.